Joining us now, Shobha. Shobha, thanks very much for being with us. First up, let's just look at some of the comments made by our leaders. The Union Minister, Kaushal Kishore, says girls are responsible for leaving parents for live-in relationships. Educated girls are to be blamed, get married first, live-ins encourage crimes. What sort of message does a statement like that send?
Well, the statement is so obvious and so nauseating and so disgusting because it takes away any kind of agency a young woman may have over her own life and her own decisions. But having said that, I also feel there is a gigantic disconnect between communication, parents and their daughters and sons, young people who choose to live outside the home, and the parents who are so helpless sometimes in the matter that they're not even alarmed when their young daughter or their young son has not contacted them in weeks and months, and it's assumed that they're too busy to even pick up a phone when a parent calls. To me, that is a far more disturbing thing, but certainly what the minister has said should be condemned, because you can't pass the buck on to girls, how they dress, what they represent. They are young, modern girls of today who want to make their lives on their own terms.
Right.
So all responsibility to be shifted and the blame game and the girl to be victimized in this manner after she's been brutally attacked by, now you can call the man a psychopath, you can call him other names. Point is, it's happening. It's not an isolated case. It's likely to be repeated. I was just reading about another story in Mumbai, similar story. And in this case, in fact, it can be considered even a worse story, because the young woman was not just assaulted, but she's left with spinal injuries, many screws in her spine, was brought back to her home by the boy and his mother after the assault, and just thrown into her parents' home
and
without
there are so
any
many
sense of
attacks like this,
responsibility.
and that's exactly,
So
Shobha, what we
it's
should be
happening
focusing
in our
on.
society. It's happening increasingly in our society.
But Shobha, let
We
me ask
can't
you this.
pretend.
Let me ask you this, because I want to stick to this particular point on the toxic online commentary, because I think it reflects a lot on where we are presently. Another minister, Giriraj Singh, said, and I quote, "Shraddha is not the only one. Lakhs of Shraddhas in India have been martyred under a big conspiracy. Such incidents are taking place in India, and you all know how girls were taken hostage in Pakistan in the middle of a wedding ritual, etc., etc." In other words, love jihad. And he uses, and he's referring to that more directly later on as well. This is the bogey which has also been spun. At one level, it's entirely heartless, but on the other hand, it's to further a certain agenda. Is that not dangerous?
Well, this kind of an agenda which whoever is trying to further, if they're going to pay so much attention to what a politician who is here today and gone tomorrow, or even a political organization, a political body, people in power, I really don't give that kind of emphasis or importance to an individual. I'm much more concerned with what the message that's going out to society at large through such comments. And if the minister and others who are making such comments on public platforms, social media platforms, have no regret and no remorse like the killer, then it's really
Not
again
just on social media, Shobha, these were also sound bites and the like, in a few of these cases. I mean, they're saying this openly. There is love jihad which is involved, and there's something wrong with these girls if they have moved away from their parents.